Welcome back to Club Breen. You know, when you're young, it is so easy to be creative. I know when my kids were young, my father used to come to visit during the summer, and they would spend a month every summer working on an incredible tree house in this willow tree. It had to have all the important elements. It had to have a lookout for pirates, a cool entrance, and a rope to swing in on. It had to be sturdy so we could sleep out there in the summer and listen to the crickets. And it had to be a good space for tea parties. My dad told my kids it was their castle in the clouds, and for many years it was their absolute favorite spot to hang out. You see, my dad was an engineer, but he also knew how to engineer a little magic. Years later, after all the kids had moved out, I suddenly realized that the old tree house had pretty much outlived its purpose. So a friend of mine helped me take it down. Thank you very much, Lynn Thompson. And it was turned into a boardwalk. So I got to rescue the wood that my dad used in the old tree house. And I had some renters while I was in Ireland. They left me with a completely dead yard out here. So this boardwalk actually covered up parts of the dead yard, and it cut down on trying to turn this mess back into a backyard. And check this out. Did you see this walkway? I found every one of these stones and bricks in my yard. I just kept digging them out. I made a big pile, and one day I decided, you know what? I can make a pathway out of that. And I could be wrong, but it sure looks like fairies could live there to me. So I know my yard is still a mess, and if I'd had the money, believe me, I probably would have bought sod and had the sprinklers repaired, but I didn't. And sometimes when you use what you have with just a little bit of creativity, it actually leads you in the end to something that means a lot more than the perfection that money can buy. For Aging and Awesome, I'm Erin Breen.